All right. Well, I meant to get this out a while ago, but I'm just gonna go over my first day at Chick Fil A. I've been working at Chick Fil A for like 3 months now, so this is a little bit late, but nonetheless, I mean, with that, I have experience and I can give you some tips and tricks. But I'm just gonna go over a rundown my first day working at the restaurant and everything I experienced. The night before, I was literally looking up YouTube videos upon YouTube videos and like websites on how to be a good customer and how to be a good like cashier and how to be a good worker in general, and also interview tips. But just backstage tours of the restaurant that you're gonna work at helps so much. All right, so if you can get a backstage tour before your first day, it I feel like it should help.
Just exactly how we do it. Okay, so the first place we're going to show you on our Chick Fil A backstage tour is what's called our breading station. We bread all of our chicken by hand every day. So here we have Austin Cook, and what he's going to do is he's going to take our raw chicken, he's going to dip it in the milk wash, then in our breading, and then he's going to bring it over here and drop it into our Henny Penny pressure cooker.
But yeah, on my first day, I woke up. I got there literally an hour early, and they're like, "You're here an hour early," and like, "You're a little bit early." It's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, someone told me to get here this early. I ended up waiting an hour. The actual interview process itself took forever because like at the time one of the machines broke, so the person that was supposed to interview me had to go and help everyone in the kitchen out with the machine. But that's for later. I'm talking about my first day. My first day, I waited an hour so I could get someone to talk to me and show me the restaurant. His name was nicest dude ever. He took me around, he made jokes, showed me all around the restaurant. It was nice, it was cool. And then as we were walking around the restaurant, he showed me what the front counter was, the front dining, and then the actual kitchen tour. He took me outside, told me about this thing called like the 440, actually 360. Basically, you just got to keep the entire restaurant, the entire facility, like around the restaurant clean. Like if you see something, pick it up, throw it away. And while we were outside at the time, the person that interviewed me came and she gave me my shirt and she said, "Come see me after your interview." And then after I got my shirt, after I was done with the entire backstage tour and everything, with like everything at the Chick Fil A, that was when I got the clip in my shirt and I was ready to start working, or at least e-training. So when he gave me that clip, it was like the most painful thing in my life. Like literally, I was trying to get that clip on. I was in the bathroom for 10 minutes trying to get the clip on. Like he was like, when I got out after I finally got the thing on, he was like, what was taking you so long? And I was like, I dodged the question entirely, and he just moved on. He was just trying to show me how to use the iPad, which he was struggling with because the system changed, and it changed again since then. But that's not important. What's important is what I had to do on the iPad. I had to do e-training for an hour, and then after my e-training was done, I got to go back in the kitchen and actually see what my job or my position was. And I think this is what the best part about the entire experience was the fact that I got to meet like 4 different people. I met the morning crew, I met the night crew, and then I guess the morning crew. Yeah, I met the morning crew and the night crew. This is when stuff gets wild, right? I met this one dude. He was the first guy I met, like my first trainer. He was moving mad fast. I was like, yo, dude, this dude's actually zooming around the kitchen. He's going speedy as heck. And he wasn't even supposed to be at that position at the time because the person that was supposed to be there was doing an entirely different task. And then he was there for like half an hour. He showed me just about everything that there was to really show me. He didn't want to go too into detail because he knew he wasn't going to be training me. So after he left, like to go back to the front, my other trainer came in, my second trainer. This dude showed me everything, showed me in detail how to make the fillets, how to open up the chicken, which is like, you just open the fillet, right? You just open up the fillet, make sure nothing's in it, and then make it nice and flat, and then you dip that thing in the milk wash, and then you put it in the flour. You put the flour on top of the chicken, you push down on it like you're basically like you're giving CPR, honestly, because like Yeah, you really do get in that chicken. You really gotta, all right, you really gotta put it down on it. And then nuggets and strips are pretty easy, right? Because you just take it, you take like a few cups of the nuggets, you put it in the milk wash pan, you dip it inside of the milk wash, you take it out, make sure that majority of the excess milk wash gets out, and then you dump it inside of the coater. And then you just kind of mix it up and make sure that all the nuggets are covered. And then you get this like wire basket and you put the nuggets inside of the wire basket. And explaining this in words is a little difficult. Don't worry, I got you guys with the video. All right, I'll give you the visual aid, the visual representation. Because, yeah. So honestly, it was a super easy, like super chill day, just because of the fact I didn't have to do anything that day. Like I actually didn't. Like they're like, because we were busy at the time since it was summer. I started over the summer, and we were busy at the time. So he was going through and showing me everything, and he was also showing me his friendships with everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh, hi, new guy. How are you?" And it was weird because I realized very quickly that majority of the people in the kitchen really didn't know English. Like it was kind of crazy to me. I was culture shocked. I was like, what? My first job and none of you people speak English? Like honestly, like you would think it would be Spanish, but no, at the time they bring people from Thailand over to help them. Actually, yeah, they bring people from Thailand over for, I don't know, I guess it's like studying abroad, but basically they work for Chick Fil A, so they're studying abroad at Chick Fil A, so they're making hella money because they're literally there all day, like from 2 to close. And if they're not there from 2 to close, they're basically there from the morning to like 3 or 4 p.m. So they're there for a while. They make 8 hours like for 6 days a week. It was pretty bad. Like you got no free time whatsoever. Like when you come to America, it's just kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, they were speaking Thai, and if it wasn't Thai, it was actually Spanish. Thankfully, my trainer did speak English. My first trainer spoke fluent English. My second trainer also spoke some pretty good English, but he was from Venezuela, so it was crazy. It's just like so many different cultures all in the same place. And after a while, like I was just like, well, that kind of sucks no one knows English, but it's all right because we can still talk to each other, and I don't need to know English. I just need to focus on the job right now. And then I'm just watching him do his thing, do the breading table. I literally ask every single question that comes to my mind, like, what does this do? Why do we do that? How do I drop the fillets inside of the basket? Do I lift it up first? Do I have to put it rough side down? Because there's a rough side of the chicken of each fillet and there's a smooth side, but that's beside the point. A few hours go by. I'm asking questions, breading fillets. I'm dropping some fillets for him. I'm dropping grilled fillets from him some occasionally, and then the machine turns off and I'm like, what do we do? And then he shows me what you do. You have to like get a brush and you gotta just scrub around. But after I got shown it the fourth time, I was doing it decently. I messed up a few times, and you're gonna mess up. Like you gotta go into this job expecting to mess up, because if you don't, like you're just gonna feel terrible because you're gonna mess up. Like people that have been working there for years literally still mess up. They drop pans, dishes. They forget to put things inside of sandwiches, because like if you think about it, you're working there so much and for so long, like you're just bound to mess up. And if it's your first day or your first time doing it, you're gonna mess up. So just ask questions so you can mess up a little bit less, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because you're definitely gonna mess up more if you ask less, if that makes any sense, which it does, I think. All right. But after that, like after the machines and then the chicken and the breading and all that was done, I went on break. And my break, I was actually super nervous about that, because I thought it was going to be like the most dreadful experience. I thought it was going to be like high school lunch. It was like, oh, I don't have any friends this year. Who do I sit with? It's nothing at all. Like if you see a coworker sitting there, you just go sit down with them. Everyone at Chick Fil A is nice. That is something that is true. If you work at a Chick Fil A and everyone there isn't nice, I don't know, like it's just, Like, what kind of Chick Fil A you working at? Like, honestly, I'm curious. You got to tell me, like, what's going on there? There's something going on, because every single person I met there was so nice. Even the chick that I thought hated me because I always got like the most sour eyes from her. She was super cool and nice after I had a lunch break with her. It was crazy. Everyone there is nice. That was another thing that blew my mind. Everyone there is nice. Everyone there is helpful. Everyone there is kind and caring. So it's just, don't be afraid on your lunch break. After lunch break, I was there for a little bit longer with my second trainer, and then he left because it was 4 p.m. and he had been there since 5 a.m. And I was like, holy, I wake up for school at 5 a.m. What do you mean you get here at 5 a.m.? That just blew my mind. After that, I met my third and my fourth trainer, a black guy and another Thai guy. It was perfect. The black guy knew English and I knew English, and we could communicate with each other. The Thai guy was good at his job, but it was a language barrier, and I was honestly like, low-key, I've never really felt racist. Like, I was like, oh, more Thai people, really? But that was my first day, and I didn't know them. And then over the 3 months that they stayed for summer break, they become like some of my closest friends. And when they left, I've been here for like 3 months. Summer's over now. You're seeing this video not during the summer. At least I assume. This video is uploaded after summer break. Yeah, they're gone. I miss them. I'm still kind of sad about it till this day. But yeah, they ended up becoming some super great friends. But from then on, yeah, they showed me literally everything that I had been shown up to that point, and I was still asking them the same question just to make sure that I was doing it right. And everyone at that store does their job a little bit differently than the last. Like, some people drop more food, some people drop less food, some people move faster, some people have different strategies on how to move around the restaurant. But other than that, it was a pretty cool day. If you're working at Chick Fil A and it's your first day, you might be nervous, but I don't think you need to be. They'll take care of you. At least I hope they do. Everyone's story is a little bit different. Some people don't get the orientation. Some people have to come in for orientation, but they don't actually work. Some people come in just for e-training and don't work. And yeah, every story is different. But just have fun and enjoy your time, and try to soak up as much knowledge and experience and how to do things correctly on that first day that you start physically working. Because if you don't, well, if you're nervous, then I mean, you're just gonna get more and more nervous. So ask the question, and I mean, get through that day. It'll be a fun day because everything's new, especially if it's your first job. And I don't know, things are super fast paced and it's interesting. So yeah, that was my first day.